Chapter number 6, Linear Inequalities. So this chapter is about inequalities. Such symbol. This is less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. The equations involving such symbols, which are called inequalities here. So we solve the equations about inequalities. First we study the inequalities in a single variable. Inequalities in a single variable, that is just one variable. You will see about one variable. Now before I get into such inequalities about single variable, two things we must note here. The number one, that is, if you have any equation about inequality, suppose I have x less than or equal to y. If I add or subtract something by adding or subtracting some constant, that is, suppose if I add x plus 1 and here if I add y plus 1, then inequality remains same. If I add x minus y, y minus y, adding 1, subtracting 1 throughout the inequality, here inequality remains same, less than or equal to, less than or equal to, less than or equal to, less than or equal to. So by adding or subtracting some constant, inequality remains same. That's one thing. By adding or subtracting some constant on both the sides of inequality, the inequality remains same. But if you multiply or divide by a constant, by multiplying or dividing by a negative constant, if you multiply or divide by a negative constant, then the inequality get reversed. Then the inequality get reversed. Inequality get reversed, remember. Like like this, for example, 2 is less than 3. I'm multiplying with minus 1, so minus 2, here minus 3. Now you know that minus 2 is not less than minus 3, but minus 2 is bigger than minus 3. So inequality get reversed. Here it was less, here it is greater. Suppose if I have this, 4 is less than 7. I'll multiply with minus 2. So minus 2 into 4, here minus 2 into 7. But now this is nothing but minus 8 and this is minus 14. But minus 8 is bigger than minus 14, So here after multiplying with minus 2, this less become greater, remember. So with negative number is multiplied or divided to the inequality get reversed, remember. If you multiply with positive number, inequality remains same. Suppose if I multiply this by, let's take 3, then 2 into 3, here 3 into 3, I'm multiplying with positive number, then obviously this is 6, this is 9, so inequality remains same, remember. So that's only one thing you need to keep in your mind when you multiply or divide by a negative number to the inequality, then the inequality get reversed. That much only. Okay, now with this concept, let's go to first exercise, which is about inequality in a single variable. So let's see the exercise 6.1 here. Exercise 6.1. The question is solve this equation. That's the question. Solve the equation 24x less than 100. Solve the equation means what? Get the value of x, for which 24x is always less than 100. Now there are two sub-questions. The first one, x is a natural number. That means it should be positive integer, natural number. That's the first sub question. So what we do, as we're doing, just I'll find x from this, dividing by 24. So 100 by 24, right? If you do 100 by 24, it is 4.16 roughly. So what's the meaning of this here? X is less than 4.16. This means you get all natural number which are less than 4.16. So you can write here solution set or just solution. Solution set equals to 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is a solution, or you can call this solution set here. Remember, what are the natural number for which x is less than 4.16, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Fine. This is called solution set. Now second sub question here, there, x is an integer. X is an integer means it can be negative also, remember. It can be negative also. So here, in this case, this is same, remember. So here x is less than 4.16. So what is the solution set here? Solution set means possible values of x, which is equals to, 1, here 2, 3, 4, maximum 4 integer. On the other side you may have 0, here you may have -1, -2, -3 and so on. There are infinitely many values. There are infinitely many values, remember here. Now I hope this is clear to you. In inequality, you get all x from this for which it is less than 4.16. So these are the integers. That's the solution. Here all natural number which are less than 4.16, that is just 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now let's go to question number 2. There you are given this. Solve this inequality. Minus 12x is greater than 30. We make x as a subject of the expression. So you are dividing by 12, remember. I told you when you divide by a negative number or multiply a negative number, inequality get reversed. So minus 30 by 12. So you know that this is minus 2.4, 2 point something, whatever it is. Right? So here x is less than minus 2 point something, whatever it is. That's not important, but it is 2 point something. That you know. Now, what's the meaning of this? You get all x there. You get all x for which x is less than minus 2. But again, there are two sub questions. Your one sub question is x is a natural number. X is a natural number. Do you have any positive integer less than minus 2? No. So here solution set, S set means solution set, which is 5. There is no x for which solution is less than minus 2. Do you have any positive integer for which x is less than minus 2? The answer is obviously no. There is no such x. So in that case the solution set is 5. No solution you can write. Whereas in the other case, what about the other case where x is any positive, x is any integer? Your second sub question is x is an integer. Now what are the integers less than minus 2? So you know that is minus 3, then minus 4, then minus 5 and so on. Less than minus 2. So these are all integers. So this is a solution set. Your solution set is 5, or you can say no solution. No solution. There is no x for which that is a natural number and less than minus 2. That's quite obvious. Okay. Let's see the next question. 3x plus 8 is greater than 2. So we make x as a subject of the expression. So I'll take 8 on the other side. So 3x is greater than, take 8 on the other side. So minus 6 minus 8 plus 2 dividing by 3. So here if I divide by 3, you have minus 2. Fine. So x is more than minus 2, remember. I'll repeat this, taking 8 on the other side. So minus 8, 2 minus 8. When you add or subtract number, inequality remains same. Here inequality is same. Now you are dividing by a positive number, therefore inequality remains same, remember, greater than minus 2. Now there are two sub-questions here. The first sub-question is x is an integer. Now x is an integer means what? Find all integers which are greater than minus 2. That's called the solution set. So what are the integers greater than minus 2? That's minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and so on. There are infinitely many integers. So this is a solution set. X is greater than minus 2. That is minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and so on. Fine. Now second sub question, that is x is a real number. Real number means it can be any number, maybe fractional or irrational and so on. It can be minus 2.1 and so on. You see, if I represent on the line, you can understand it here very easily. You suppose take this as 0, minus 1, this is minus 2. The value of x should be greater than minus 2. In the first sub question, it is about integers. So you have minus 1, minus 2, 1 and so on. But now here any real number, that means all these numbers. Now you cannot list this. So how do we write? We write as an interval, from chapter sets, interval. Every number greater than minus 2, all these numbers. So what is solutions here? Solutions or solution sets equals to every number more than minus 2. So open interval minus 2 to infinity, remember. That's the solution set. I hope this is clear to you. Every number more than minus 2, that is here minus 2 point, minus 1.99, minus 1, minus 1 point something, then 0, then 1.1 and so on. Now you cannot list like this here, so we write in form of interval. If you remember, this is called an open interval that we did in sets. What's the difference between real number and integer? Integer means only whole numbers, minus 1, then 0, then 1, then 2 and so on. Here every number. So here solution set is minus 2 to till which number? Minus 2 to it goes to infinity, remember. So in this case we have open interval minus 2 to infinity. Why open interval minus 2? Because minus 2 is not included in the solution, remember. That's why open interval, that you know now. Okay. Next, fifth question, question number 5. Solve the inequalities. Question is same. Now you have 4x plus 3 less than 5x plus 7. Right? For real x, that's given in the question. For real x. So every real number here. Okay. So what we do? We make the x as a subject of the expression. I'll take 4x that side. So and 7 this side. So 3 minus 7 is less than 5x minus 4x. So this is minus 4 here. This is nothing but x. What's the meaning of this? The variable x should be more than minus 4. I'll draw the real line so you can understand. This is called graphical representation. This is 0. Suppose this is minus 4. X should be more than minus 4. And for every real x, remember. So all these numbers. This forms the solution. All these numbers. So now like the previous question, solutions or solution set equals to from minus 4 to infinity. From minus 4 to infinity. Every real number bigger than minus 4, remember. Every real number bigger than minus 4. So here you have minus 4 to infinity. Fine. you cannot write like this, remember, because you are not asked solution for integers. You are asked the solution for real x, remember. So now everywhere the answer will be in form of what? Intervals only. Keep in your mind this. Okay. Now next question. What about next question? There, the inequality is here. Sixth one, 3x minus 7 is bigger than 5x minus 1. We'll make x as the subject of the expression. I'll take 3x over there. So 5x minus 3x. And minus 1 on this side. So minus 1 minus 7 plus 1. So this is minus 6 greater than 2x. 3x minus 5x minus 3x. Dividing by 2. You are dividing by positive number, remember. So inequality remains same. So this is minus 3. That means if I rewrite x is less than minus 3. This is same as this. Here x is on RHS, I wrote on the LHS. What's the meaning of this? That means every real number less than minus 3. Suppose ये 0 है, ये minus 3 है. Minus 3 से कम, that is this side. This side. Minus 3 से less. So कहाँ तक जाएगा? Minus infinity तक जाएगा. तो what's the solution set here? The solution set equals to minus infinity to minus 3. This is the solution. Starting from minus infinity to till minus 3. Minus 3 is not included. So this is called an open interval, you know. Okay. All are similar kinds. I'll go to 9th question now. There x plus x by 2 plus x by 3 less than 11. So just we simplify. Take 6 as the LCM here. So 3 to the 6. So here 6. Here 3x. Here 2x. Upon 6 less than 11. Take 6 on the other side. This is 6 plus 3. 9 plus 2. This is 11x less than. I'm taking positive number on the other side, so inequality remains same, remember, 66. So x is less than 6. Cancelling 11 from both the sides. You are cancelling positive number, remember. If you are cancelling negative number, inequality get reversed. Now what's the meaning of this here? This is 0, here you have 6. X should be less than 6. X का value 6 से कम होना चाहिए. So these are the possible numbers. 6 is not included, remember. So what's the solutions here? Solution sets or solution. That is, कहाँ तक जाएगा? Minus infinity तक जाएगा. Minus infinity to 6, remember. Till 6. Open interval. Close interval won't be there. Okay. Now same way, let me go to. Okay, the next is question number, let's go to 14. So there in the 14th question, you have 37 minus 3x plus 5 is greater than or equal to 9x minus 8x minus 3. This is the question. So we'll just simplify here. So therefore 37 minus 3x minus 5 is greater than or equal to, this is 9x minus 8x plus 24. So 37 minus 5, this is just 32 minus 3x is greater than or equal to, this is just x plus 24. I'll take 3x over there. So this becomes 4x. Minus 3x plus x, and here 24 on the left hand side. So you know here 32 minus 24, which is nothing but 8, is greater than or equal to 4x. Dividing by 4 here. And this is positive number, remember. So you have this. That means x का value 2 से कम होना चाहिए, like this. If this is 0 and if this is 2, then x should be less than 2. So it can be any number. This side goes to minus infinity. बट यहाँ पे ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू सिंबल है, दैट इज एक्स का वैल्यू 2 या 2 से कम होना चाहिए. सो 2 is included here, remember. So in this case the solution set will be माइनस इन्फिनिटी तक जाएगा. इन्फिनिटी पे ऑलवेज ओपन इंटरवल ही होता है, रिमेंबर. यू सी ओपन इंटरवल. बट ये यहाँ पे इक्वल टू इज देयर, सो यहाँ पे क्लोज इंटरवल आ जाएगा, रिमेंबर. माइनस इन्फिनिटी टू 2, दिस इज अ क्लोज इंटरवल. In earlier questions you had just strict inequality, so you had open interval. But in this question you have close interval, remember, minus infinity to close to. Whereas in earlier questions you had remember strict inequality, you see less than. So here it is open interval, that means minus 3 is not included. What about this question? Here less than, that means 6 is not included, so open interval. Here x is less than or equal to 2. Fine. So here because of this equality you have this close interval. This is read as close interval, you know it. Okay. Fine. Next, question number 16 here. 2x minus 1 by 3 is greater than or equal to 3x minus 2 by 4 minus 2 minus x the whole by 5. We just simplify as we were doing in equality. I'll keep right now this one as it is. Take LCM here, cross multiplication. So you're by 20 LCM. This is 15x, 5 3 the 15, minus 10. This is minus 8 plus 4x here. Just cross multiplication, remember. Now 20 will take this side. So 20 into 2x minus 1. 3 I'll take that side. Remember 20 and 3 both are positive, therefore inequality remains same. 15 plus 9, which is 19x, minus this is 18. Okay, so this would be just here 40x minus 20 is greater than or equal to, what about this? Here 57x minus here 18 into 3, 54. So now I'll take 40x on the other side. So this would be 17x, 54 this side. So 54 minus 20. What I did, just have interchanged the terms. I repeat, I've taken 40 on the other side. When you do addition or subtraction, inequality remains same. So 57 minus 40, that is 17. 54 this side. So you have plus 54 minus 20 is already there. So this is 34 is greater than or equal to 17x. And here dividing by 17. So you have this. That is same as, that is x is less than or equal to 2. Right? I have just written in different way. Both are same things, remember. This is same as this. यहाँ पे x RHS पे था, मैंने LHS पे लिखा, इसको इस साइड ले लिया, बट द मीनिंग इज सेम. x का वैल्यू 2 से कम होना चाहिए. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन. यू हैव क्वेश्चन नंबर 17 to 20. This way you need to show the graphical representation. This is 0, somewhere you have 2. Now here 2 is included. So starting from 2 to every number you need to find. These are the numbers. And this go to minus infinity. All numbers from minus infinity to 2 less than or equal to 2. And therefore, what's the solution here? Solution set or solutions from where? Minus infinity. Always open interval at plus infinity or minus infinity. To close interval 2, remember. To close interval 2. Why close interval 2? Because you are less than or equal to. Okay. Now, same way you can Go for 17 to 20. These are similar questions, so you can try this, not big task. I'll go to question number 21. Question number 21, as I told you, Ravi obtained 70 marks and 75 marks in the first two unit test. So 70 and 75 marks in two tests. You know here, that's given. Find the minimum marks he should get in the third unit test. तो find करना है तो we'll take that as x. Let x be marks in third test. Now what's given to you in the question? Earlier you did such things, but that was about equality. Here you have inequality. What's given? The average of these three. So you find the average. That's 70 plus 75 plus x by 3. Average should be at least 60. At least 60 means what? ये जो आ रहा है वो 60 या 60 से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. Remember, right? This is given. The average of these subjects should be at least 60. At least means what? Either 60 होना चाहिए या 60 से बड़ा होना चाहिए. Fine. There is a word at least. That's why you have inequality. It is not given that is exactly 60. Remember, if you see, there is a word at least. At least means what? Minimum. At least means it's minimum. That means minimum 60 होना चाहिए या average जो है वो 60 से बड़ा होना चाहिए. I hope this formation should be clear to you. Average should be minimum 60. तो average 61 आएगा तो भी चलेगा, 64 आएगा तो भी चलेगा, 70 आएगा तो भी चलेगा, but minimum 60 होना चाहिए. Okay, now you simplify. अब आपका question number 1 to 20 हो गया. Simplify. So this is nothing but just 145 here plus x. I'll take 3 on the other side. It is positive, remember. So inequality remains same. 180. So therefore x is greater than or equal to 180 minus 145. So here this is just 35. Right? What is the meaning of this? That means the Ravi must get in the third test 35 or more, remember. So marks in the third test, third test is 35 or more. थर्ड टेस्ट में ही हैज़ टू स्कोर एटलीस्ट 35. देखो x का वैल्यू 35 और उससे बड़ा है. दैट मीन्स ही हैज़ टू स्कोर मिनिमम 35. अगर उसका 34 स्कोरिंग आएगा तो परसेंटेज एवरेज 60 नहीं बनेगा. ही कैन इफ़ ही हैज़ स्कोर्ड 40 तो उसका एवरेज 60 से ज़्यादा बढ़ जाएगा. इफ़ ही हैज़ स्कोर्ड फॉर एग्जाम्पल 25 तो minimum the average of these three will not be 60, it would be less than 60. Fine. This is what you have here. A formation should be clear to you. At least means minimum, that means 60 या 60 से ज़्यादा. What about next question? There something about this. Sunita has marks in the 4 exams, 4 subjects. Okay. First 4 exams का marks दे दिया. Find the marks in the 5th exam. So I'll just form the equation here. Question number 2. Let x be the marks in the 5th exam. Marks in 5th exam. Okay. Now what is given to you? Given that, just read the question. You will realize. Try to form yourself first. Read the question, try to form yourself and then copy from here. Stop for a video for a minute and you see. So here average of these 5 exams 87, 92, 94, 95 plus x marks of the 5th exam divided by 5. It's written clearly must obtain an average of 90 marks or more. That means they should be greater than or equal to 90. Right? Average should be 90 or more. It's not written more than 90. If it is written more than 90, then we would have written just this sign, remember. 90 or more, it's written clearly. Right? So now you just simplify and you get the x. So that much you can do. Question number 23. Find all pairs of consecutive odd integers. Okay, so you need odd integers in a pair. So let two consecutive means successive, one by one, consecutive odd integers, positive integers of course, integers be x and x plus 2, remember. So if this is 1, then this is 3. If this is 3, then this is 5. You cannot write plus 1. Consecutive odd integers means what? 1 by 1. If this is 7, then this has to be 9. So you have this. What we do? We find x and we place there. That's the question. Now for that we have conditions. Now what's given? You see, you are given that. What's given to us here? Both are less than 10. That is x भी 10 से कम है और x plus 2 भी 10 से कम है. Here x is less than 10. इसको इस साइड ले लो तो x क्या हो जाएगा? Less than 8 हो गया. तो from these two you can say that x 8 से कम ही होना चाहिए. आप यहाँ से बोल रहे x is less than 10. Here you are saying and comma means and. आप बोल रहे x less than 8. Therefore ये दोनों को कंबाइन करेंगे तो x का वैल्यू 8 से लेस ही होना चाहिए. And you are also given that the summation is more than 11. किसका summation? ये दोनों का summation. x plus 2 is more than 11. So 2x is greater than 9. Taking 2 on the other side. So x is greater than dividing by 2. So 4.5. Here you are saying that x is more than 4.5. And here you are saying that less than 8. So from 1 and 2 you can say there are only two possibilities. From 1 and 2, what are the odd integer that is more than 4.5 and less than 8? Therefore x equals to, these are the only possibility. 4.5 से बड़ा, that is 5, 6 तो even है, 7 आएगा. 9 नहीं आएगा because 9 a less than 8 नहीं है. So there are only two possibility. So next successive क्या होगा? x plus 2, 5 plus 2 7 and 7 plus 2 9. So these are the pair. One is 5 and 7, the other one is 7 and 9. These are the two successive pairs, two consecutive odd integers for which their summation, आप देखो इसका summation 11 से ज़्यादा है, इसका भी 11 से ज़्यादा, और हर एक नंबर 10 से कम है, less than 10, less than 10, less than 10. So these are the two pairs, 5 and 7 and 7 and 9. We have just used these two conditions, remember. Okay. Question number 24 is more or less like this. There you want the pair of even integers. So let even integers be this. बट वहाँ पे भी आपको सक्सेसिव चाहिए. सो एक x ले लो, सपोज ए 2 लिया तो नेक्स्ट 4 आएगा, दैट मीन्स प्लस 2. ए 4 होगा तो नेक्स्ट 6 आएगा, ए 6 होगा तो नेक्स्ट 8 आएगा, ए 10 होगा तो नेक्स्ट 12 आएगा, सक्सेसिव. नाउ बोथ आर larger than 5. So this is given. I'll not solve the whole question. This is given. X should be more than 5 and x plus 2 should be more than 5. तो ये दोनों से आपको क्या मिलेगा? कुछ मिलेगा. लिखो यहाँ पे. One more condition and इसको 1 बोल दो. One more condition that the summation is less than 23. That is x plus 2 is less than 23. तो यहाँ से और एक x में condition मिलेगी. Use 1 and 2 and get the pairs. Now you can do, I'm sure. The next question, 25 here. In the question, you want to find the minimum length of the shortest side, remember. So let the shortest side equals to x, because this is asked in the question, so I've taken this as x. Therefore, if you read the question, the longest side would be 3 times the shortest one, that is 3x. Okay. And if you read the further question, the third side of a triangle is 2 centimeters shorter than the longest one. Longest one is 3x, 2 centimeters shorter, so minus 2. So these are the 3 sides. So now you have 3 sides of a triangle. Shortest one x, longest one 3x, and the third one is 2 centimeters shorter than the longest, so 3x minus 2. Now you are given that, what is given, this is the inequality, given that the perimeter of the triangle, perimeter, you know perimeter, sum of all the sides, perimeter should be at least 60. That means it should be 60 or more than 60. At least 60, that means उसका वैल्यू 61 या उससे बड़ा होना चाहिए. अब पैरामीटर का वैल्यू डाल दो. पैरामीटर मीन्स सम ऑफ द ऑल द साइड्स. So you have this is greater than or equal to 61. So you have, this is nothing but 7x, take 2 on the other side, so 63. Dividing by 7, it is positive, so inequality remains same. What's the meaning of this? That means minimum length of this, the shortest side equals to how much? 9. Minimum 9 होना चाहिए. Remember, it can be 10, 11 and so on, right? Only this thing is important, because of at least you have greater than or equal to 61. Okay. Question number 26. You just read the entire question. What is asked there? We'll take that as a variable x. What are the possible lengths of the shortest board if the third piece is to be at least 5 centimeters longer than the second? So we take here that as a variable x. What? Let the length of shortest equals to, for example, x, because that's asked in the question. So therefore, if you read the question, second length is to be 3 centimeters longer than the shortest one. So second length would be here, 3 centimeters longer than the shortest one. So 3 plus x, shortest is x, and third length is to be twice as long as the shortest one, so 2x. So these are the 3 lengths. Now we have 2 conditions here. So you are given that a man wants to cut the 3 lengths from a single piece of length 1 centimeter. So if you add this, x plus 3 plus x plus 2 plus 2x should not be more than 91, because it जो टोटल पीस है उसका लेंथ ही 91 है, उसमें से हम लोग ये 3 पार्ट्स कर रहे हैं. So it should not exceed 91. That means if I add this here, what will get? The 4x plus 3 is less than or equal to 91. That is 4x is less than or equal to 88, taking 3 on the other side. So x is less than or equal to 22. That's 1. Okay. Why this is less than or equal to 91? Because total length you are given from a single piece of length 91 centimeter. सो टोटल लेंथ 91 है, तो ये तीनों पीस का एडिशन करेंगे लेंथ का, तो 91 से ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. Either it should be 91 or less than 91. So we have this. And one more condition you have in the question. What's that condition? The condition is if the third piece is to be, okay, so third piece, here what's the length of the third piece? That is 2x. And also you are given this length of the third piece is 2x, is to be at least 5. At least 5 means what? इसका वैल्यू 5 और 5 से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. At least 5 means 5 or more than 5. Third piece is at least 5, that means 5 और 5 से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. Longer than the second. So plus second one. What's the length of the second one? That is x plus 3 or 3 plus x. Got it? This one, 3 plus x. I repeat, what's the condition? The third piece, that is 2x, should be at least 5, that is minimum 5 होना चाहिए. Then this second one, what's the length of the second one? That is x plus 3. This is the second condition. So 2x is greater than or equal to 8 plus x. Take x on this side. So x is greater than or equal to 8. So if you combine 1 and 2, you can say here from 1 and 2, x is greater than or equal to 8. Here you are saying x is less than or equal to 22. Less than or equal to 22, greater than or equal to 8. That means the third piece should have at least 8 centimeter to 22 centimeter. Remember, the length of the third piece should be from what? 8 to 22. So greater than or equal to 8 but less than or equal to 22. So length of shortest is more than 8, is more than 8 but less than 22. That's what we have written here.